All right, so it says we are live now. It is, what is this? May?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember
Where are you
anymore.
at?
I don't know. It's May 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching this back later, by all means, leave a comment. We just may respond later because we might not be live then. We do allow our live streams to play back. And let me go ahead and immediately say, I've already been dealing with some major internet issues today. Hey, I shouldn't have messed with the internet before the live stream started earlier today, but I've been trying to track down a gremlin that I've been having on live streams the last few weeks. And long story short, it was about the time we had a storm come through. I was going to just try a new internet router and I lost everything. I lost hotspot on my phone. I lost internet in the house and I lost the internet on a brand new router I was going to install. So I don't know what the heck has happened. And my internet's back now. As you can see, we're live streaming, but it's nowhere near as fast as I would like. I don't have a clue if we're going to lose connection or what. Wouldn't be a normal live
Yeah,
stream
right.
week for us to not have some sort of gremlin or issue. So for all the new people, if you're watching, if the live stream cuts off, which I anticipate that it will because it's done it like the last about 45 minutes in, I'll usually start it back up. Just look for a pop up there. Oh, goodness gracious, that was a mouthful right there.
And as y'all can see behind us,
Yeah. Oh no,
we
I
have
wasn't going to say nothing. I was going to see if they noticed.
well, everybody's saying pull belly flop.
Yeah, well, we should have asked. First of all, can y'all see and hear us? But obviously, I guess maybe they can. So yes, we have the pool behind us. Man, that's been quite the ordeal to get to this point. Trying to round up a bunch of friends and get a bunch of people
Yeah.
together, raise those walls. It's been about a month and a half process. We've been trying and grinding to make that happen. Finally, we had a group of friends show up. What was it, Friday morning? And help raise the walls because it takes a
Yes, they were
lot of
awesome to do
people.
that.
Yes, thank them so much. It takes a lot of people to raise those walls and stuff not collapsing on you. It's a very aggravating process. It's not complicated, it's just aggravating. You just need so many people, but we're there. Now the problem we're dealing with is, well, they're calling for, we had lightning and thunderstorms today while I was trying to fill in around the pool. I had to dog that off. This is the first time the sun has popped out. It's just been nasty weather. And they're calling for a ton of rain and thunderstorms tomorrow, calling for like 2 inches of rain, and then again on Tuesday. So that's going to really hinder my
Yeah.
ability to get out here and trench water lines and wires and glue pump stuff together and get the pump running and all that good stuff. So
You might just have to get up extra early and
no,
jump right on that.
looking at the forecast,
No, it's gonna
it's
happen
all day
early.
tomorrow, it's all through the night, and it's all into the next day. And they're calling for a ton of rain, which is good. It'll help pack the dirt, even though I don't have all the dirt where I need it to be. But it's going to completely hinder me from getting out here and doing all the plumbing and electrical. So goes life, right? It is what it is. I'll just work on other stuff this week. I've got solar and all kinds of other stuff to work on. So let's read some comments. Boys, I need y'all to go in the yard. You're gonna have to go get them in the yard. These dogs are already just barking and going crazy. Y'all can't see them, but they're running around all beneath us, and I can't think straight when they're over here barking in my ear. Oh goodness. Oh, so when's the belly flop? Well, I got bad news for y'all. Even though we probably should have the pool ready and swimmable by next weekend. You know, we got to get the pump and turn the water over and get everything filtered for a few days. I can't just go run out there and do belly flops over that high wall. So the belly flop's probably not coming until
To the deck,
the
yeah.
deck gets built and I can actually safely get out there and do that. In the meantime, we're going to have to keep climbing in that one rickety old ladders, you know, that's
Yeah, we can't be doing belly flops off of that ladder.
no, it already feels like it wants to bust beneath your feet right now. And it's a brand new, wonderful, cheap plastic ladder. But, well,
Temporary.
yeah, it's temporary because we know a deck's coming and we got to get up their safety fence and all that other stuff. So there's going to be, this is actually, I think I'm going to turn this into a pretty big series, just like we did the outdoor kitchen. And the more I'm thinking about all the content this is going to generate, I think this is going to be a really good series. So I'm about to go ahead and release the first video, which was all the excavation and putting up the pool walls. I've got to edit that over the next couple of days. Then we'll move into electrical and plumbing and some concrete work and the pool pumps and grounding and all that stuff, electrical. Y'all got excited, right? Then we'll roll into the deck build. Well, no, then it's the safety screen and netting and all that stuff that's required for insurance purposes and everything else under the sun. Then a deck. Then it'll be landscaping. That's going to be a pretty big job right there. That's the reason we needed a dump trailer. That's going to be one of the big projects getting used on. So we're going many things here. Oh, because of the pool, it's going to make us do an addition onto the outdoor kitchen I want to add an ice maker in out here and some other fun stuff because you're going to want that with a
Oh,
pool
yeah.
out there in summertime here, right? So
More ice.
yeah, there's going to be quite a few videos in this series, and we're going to kind of build our outdoor dream space here. We'll get the majority of it done right now, and then we've got more to come in the fall. So we're going to continue. I always say our bachelor and bachelorette pads, what we're going to continue to build out right there. So we'll bring y'all along for the journey. So let me grab a few random comments. I have been talking forever. So how's the dump trailer? Ask Cash. Cash, you should know because you and I have been texting back and forth all week. He's opening up a conversation, right? So great. Other than, well, I haven't used it yet. Lightning and rain all day long. I was out there putting dirt all around the pool with a tractor. Didn't need the dump trailer for that, and pouring the concrete slab for the pool pump and equipment. Now the trailer is going to start getting used this week, hauling off the last of the dirt over there after I fill the pool in where I want. I've got another huge dirt mound on the property where we excavated from the pool. It's all the grass and stuff. It needs to go get spread all around the property. Trailers are going to get heavily used there. Then when we get in the landscaping project or portion of the pool build, I got to go get a bunch of rock. I got to go get more compost because, well, we've got some, it's going to be some really cool landscaping. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, we're excited about the landscaping.
Yeah, I'm about to have 3 different types of material alone that the dump trailer is going to have to be hauling for me. And then we've got more projects all
So
throughout
that made it a little bit easier to decide to get a dump trailer.
Yeah, well, trust me, it hurt. I don't like letting go of that kind of money, especially when you save and save and save, and it hurts to let it go. You know, when you finance the world, it's easier to just, oh, I'll make the payment. Whenever you're actually going to pay outright for this stuff, it hurts so bad. And that's the beauty of trying to save and pay for things. It makes you really think things through. But
He has really bad buyer's remorse.
I have horrible buyer's remorse. As soon as I pulled the trigger and called that salesman and put my deposit down, I instantly felt horrible for spending that kind of money.
And I
felt
always
horrible.
say, I'm like, when he's trying to talk me into buying something, I'm like, are you going to have buyer's remorse?
Always.
Are you going to cry broke now?
Always. That's what I do. But we have got ourselves through decades of hard work in a position to where, well, we're mortgage free. You see, I drive 20 something year old trucks because I don't like truck payments. We don't play that game. So it allows us to stick some money back every month and make purchases like this whenever we want something. But it really makes you want to hang on to that money and think things through as well. Because I don't like seeing my bank account go down. I want it to go up. And my goodness, did it ever go down when we built this house? Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see what else we got going on. So how are the hens and baby chicks doing? They're doing awesome. I want to get y'all a little quick video out for that. The baby chicks are growing up so quick. I feel like they're going quicker now than when we hatched them out.
I do too.
Not to mention they're all kinds of colors and feathers.
You got to get ready for them to switch
Yes.
over soon.
Yep, I know. That was supposed to be part of my work this week too. This weather is about to really mess me up.
Yeah.
So I've started some chicken coop work, and I have not finished out the new nursery. I still got a lot of work to do there, because I want to get the baby chicks over within the next week or so in a nursery inside the other chicken coop so they can all kind of mingle and get to know each other, but they'll be safe behind screen. And I think that'll keep the rooster and other hens, it'll keep the baby chicks basically safe from them and introduce them for a while and then turn them loose. I've always heard that's a good process to do. So I'm trying to set our coop up to where it can have a temporary nursery, so to speak. Yeah, I got to get that done this week. Yeah, daycare. I got to get that done. I've got to finish up our solar, and I have a ton of pool work to do.
All right, don't get stressed out.
I'm getting stressed out.
Don't get stressed
And I got 2 90% chance rain days calling for.
That's enough.
Calling for all this rain. That oh, this is gonna be a tough week. All right, so let's see what else we got going on. Back the dump trailer up to the pool and do a belly flop. Everybody keeps telling me to put plastic in the dump trailer too and make a pool out of it. How about new? So yes, I can barbecue. Thank you very much. He says a pool deck fund there, made a donation.
Oh yes, thank you.
Thank you so much, because I have a feeling that deck is going to be outrageous. We still haven't settled on the material yet. Composite decking versus wood. They have their pluses and minuses, but it's something we definitely got to look into. Regardless, yeah, it's going to be pricey and expensive. There's no doubt about that. Let's see what else we got going on here. So Mr. Jimmy says 93,000 subscribers strong, nowhere to go but up. Silver play button coming. So excited about that.
I'm so hard towards that.
So excited about that, y'all. We can't thank y'all enough for all the people that's been supporting the channel and sharing this. And I tell you what, I don't know what's going on over the last few weeks, but I'm so thankful for it. we have had an explosion in some, well, recent videos and some older videos. And well, we've started picking up a few thousand more subscribers as a result. We're well on track in probably the next few days that we'll have gained 1 million views just in the last 28 days is their metric, but the last month alone, which is not typical for the channel. That's about twice what we normally get. So we've got about, I don't know, probably 5 to 8 videos right now that are just doing really, really well. They're just taking off, and it's gaining us subscribers and views, and it's getting us closer to that 100K mark, which we're so thankful for and feel so blessed for. So I'm excited about that.
Thank y'all.
It's so awesome seeing growth in the channel whenever we put so much time, energy, and effort into it. And it's thanks to y'all. You know, we appreciate you so much. Okay, what else we got going here? So Relaxing Times Mad says one of his 3 questions today. You must have them wrote down. You've been thinking about this. So why not build my own dump trailer? I'm glad you brought that up, and I was going to talk about that in the video. The video was already getting very long and already had too much talking in it. So this may come as a shocker to you because it shocked me. I priced all this out because I always had intentions of building my own dump trailer unless I found a really good used deal, which doesn't exist, by the way. I priced out all the axles, tires, wheels, the hydraulics, pump, the lifting mechanism, everything. Just that before we even get to all the steel to build the trailer, it was about $7,000 is what all that would cost me right now to get it in. Then it was several thousand more dollars worth of steel if I was going to really build it heavy duty. Long story short, it was actually going to cost me more money to build my own dump trailer, especially to build something comparable to this, than it is to buy it. I guess these companies building and buying such bulk, they get major discounts, but my jaw like to hit the floor. I was thinking I was going to build me a dump trailer for half the cost of a new one.
Right.
It was actually going to cost more, believe it or not. I don't know. Steel is through the roof right now. Trailer axles are through the roof right now. Nothing was affordable or easy for me to grab. Yeah. Hang on. Wet my whistle.
What's your whistle? Yep.
It's too much talking. Yeah, Miss Lee says that dump trailer's too pretty to use. I agree with you.
He feels.
I've already been out here looking at it, sparkly clean, going, do I really want to put rock in that and scratch it all up and dent it and beat it up? It's like, oh, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and get that first load of material that's gonna beat it all up and just get the heck over it. That's what I'm gonna have to do. Let's see what else we got going on here. So how much are dump trailers? Asked Kim. Huh. I explained in that video.
Someone answered it.
Oh yeah, all over the place. 8,000, 15,000, 20,000, 30,000. You can spend whatever the heck you want. I like to went cross-eyed looking at all this. Yeah, I'm way behind. Let me go down here and grab a couple more. Yeah, pull in a dump trailer. You've been busy this week, Auburn says. Yeah,
Very busy.
I have burnt the roads up and sweated my tail off this week. It's been so hot, and I have been nonstop, up early, working through the weekend, just trying to get some stuff done. So BB says, wife and I are relocating from South Florida in 3 years, and we're looking at Tennessee. Love Tennessee, beautiful state. And seeing your view, maybe we don't need to leave Florida. Well, I can tell you what, South Florida is not Florida. That's just a whole nother country in its own. North Florida, completely different, especially if you get out here in the country. Now, keep in mind, you won't, well, washed out bright views like my camera's showing right now. You're a long ways from everything. So hopefully you're prepared for that. There's no hospitals and cities and malls and big stores anywhere around here. You got to drive a long ways to get to that stuff to get, well, this kind of countryside and stuff that's reasonably priced.
Right.
You start getting near those big cities, well, you probably start getting back in them South Florida prices right there. Things get outrageous. Now, before we bought this property, we were seriously considering Tennessee and Kentucky. I think it's beautiful up there. We were dead set. That's where we were going to move to. And then this just happened to fall in our laps, and things worked out with career choices and stuff here, and we decided to stay. We love Florida. Don't get me wrong. It's hot. It's muggy. It's full of bugs.
We didn't know if we really wanted to deal with snow, though.
They don't get a lot of snow up there, but any snow's more snow than I think I probably want to deal with now that I'm getting older. But man, it's so beautiful up there. It is. But it still gets hot and cold and everything else up there as well. What else we got? There was one more I seen here. So Cash says his new dump trailer shows up tomorrow in Nevada. But however, Cash, I don't know if you want me telling everybody, Cash is sick. I think
Is he?
Yeah, I
Oh
think
no.
he's got the C word.
Oh
Yeah, he's down in the dump. So
gosh,
we hope you
sorry.
feel
I hope
better,
you feel
Cash.
better.
And I seen Miss Lee mention it. I wasn't gonna put your business out there, but I already seen you mention y'all please keep her and especially her husband in your thoughts and prayers. He had to go through some sound like pretty significant surgeries and all this week. Miss Sheila, I don't know how you're doing. I think she's on. I thought I seen her earlier. So we got a lot of people going through some stuff. So y'all keep supporting everybody. That's what this is a community, and keep everybody in your thoughts and prayers. We got a lot of people going through some stuff right now. And Cash, buddy, I know we cut up a lot, but I hope you get over this
Yes,
junk
hope
and
you
it
feel
doesn't beat
better.
you down. I've got a buddy that is just now getting over. He's had the funk for like a week straight. It's beat him down. So apparently there's some stuff going around, even though it's hot. So how's the garden going? The garden's going good, as good as it
As
can.
good as it can.
I got big open holes and dents in my corn to where I replanted 4 times, and the dove, which I'm looking right now out there on post in the garden, they destroyed my corn and beans.
They are out there.
Now my cucumbers, squash, zucchini, potatoes, tomatoes, peppers, all that stuff, excellent. Actually, I've been picking sackfuls of squash and zucchini now. It's coming in left and right. I gave away a sack full to a friend yesterday, and I got to put some up for us. So all that's looking great. It's just the corn. Oh man, it got destroyed. And oh my goodness, the grapes. We're gonna have more grapes this year.
No, I was looking at that. I was like,
There
oh
is
my
just
gosh.
thousands upon thousands of
I'm
grapes
gonna have
out
to
there.
make some wine.
Yeah, I do need to figure out how to make some wine. That'd be awesome. Some muscadine, homemade wine. Yeah, Larry said something we already know. You better take a vacation, Sue. Soon after you get them
Yeah,
animals, you'll never be able to
Andrew's like,
go.
when do I get vacation?
I don't get vacation no more. So we already knew that, and we've told ourselves that for a long time. That's why we took our Florida Keys vacation. What was that, last year? Beginning of
No,
last?
the year before.
Oh wow, time flies.
Yeah,
You sure?
21.
Goodness gracious. And we
Mhm.
kind of were jokingly telling ourselves that's our last vacation ever.
Right.
Now, it probably won't be, but realistically, we're not really looking forward and planning vacations right now. Our money's going into the property, and we're trying to build a lifestyle in a home that you don't really need a vacation from. That's what you always hear people say. So we get a pool and deck and all this fun stuff out here. I don't want to go on a vacation. And as expensive as vacations are now, I'd rather put that money into our property on something we can enjoy every day. But yes, we'll probably eventually go on another one. We're just going to have to find a farm sitter at this point. We already have 2 dogs. We've got all these chickens, and eventually we're going to have cows, goats, and everything else. So yeah, it gets tough.
And with the gardens needing maintenance
You
and stuff.
don't
Not
even
maintenance,
try
but,
to
taken
vacation
care
this
of,
time of
yeah.
year. I've got to mow every 4 days now. It seems like gardens in. There ain't no way I could vacation this time of year. It is what it is. We knew when we chose this lifestyle and this property, and
Yep.
that vacations probably weren't going to really exist. My vacation is going to be, I'm going to take a week off from YouTube, no editing, no content. I'm going to float around in that pool and tell her to bring me
Yeah.
some kind of fruity
I don't
drink.
think you could do that for a week.
I couldn't. I could
No.
probably barely do that a day. That would drive me crazy. I got work to do. I'll be looking around, looking at all these things. I got to do something.
So
Yeah.
I guess I'll let you take a breather and I'll tell everybody what we're cooking tonight.
Yes. Thank you.
So Andrew has to have his Mexican every once a week or every 2 weeks. So we were trying to
Yes, I
think
do.
of what we were going to cook tonight. I'm like, what do you want that's Mexican? And he said, let's do the taco hamburgers. So we're doing the taco hamburgers. We're going to do them a little bit different, almost like smash burgers with a tortilla.
I didn't think you could do that. Oh, you still got to
Well,
make them thick though.
no, I'm going to make them kind of thin.
All right. Cool.
And then we're going to do Fiesta garden vegetables.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And what does that include?
The squash and zucchini and onions.
And onions. Get out,
Yeah.
boy. All that jumping around. So yeah, there you go. Fresh vegetables straight out of the garden and taco burger, as I requested it. Oh my goodness. I'm so far behind. Chris says question podcast ain't happening right now.
I know. I was thinking about that today. I'm like, man.
I have been so busy. I can't even get enough content out for this channel because I'm on such big projects right now. It's hard to dedicate even a couple hours to sit down. Actually, it's more than a couple hours with all the editing. It's hard to dedicate 3 to 4 hours realistically any day of this week right now to record a podcast because I don't even have the time to get y'all 4 videos a week out like I try to do on this channel. These big projects are fun. They make good content. The problem is you literally spend days and days and days to make one video, and it's impossible to get many of them out. But big projects are going to pop up and be in our life. So you know, it is what it is. Do I make money on views of old videos? Yes, and thank goodness, because that's what pays the bills, honestly. Like, we got some older videos right now taking off. Just randomly got suggested and got picked back up. Like some of our house videos right now are going to the moon. It looks like the time lapse video and the cost video. Sometimes that's weird. You can't explain it. Videos will just flatline and be dead for months or maybe a year or two, and then all of a sudden a world event happens or a keyword search triggers something or YouTube just decides to start recommending you and it takes off. But that's the beauty about this business. You do the work one time and you can potentially get paid for life. Now that sounds great. Right now, that's not a bunch, but our channel's really starting to do good all of a sudden over the last few weeks. And yeah, I mean, it's going to benefit us, help us greatly. But yeah, we depend heavily right now on that older
Yeah.
content supporting us financially because a lot of the newer content it only gets a few thousand views, might make 20, 30 bucks a video. And some of the older ones is what's really paying the bills, so to speak. Which I say he's over there breaking
What is
limbs.
he doing over
He's
there?
destroying the porch. Ruger has went out and got a bunch of pine tree limbs ripped off trees, and he's got pine straw
He
and
gets
limbs
bored. Oh my
everywhere on the
gosh.
porch.
We don't know what he's up to when he gets
He's
bored.
over there swinging that stick around. He's about to knock. If he knocks a hole in the window, oh goodness gracious. Oh, what else we got going on here? I need to just catch a few random ones here because I've done got way behind, haven't I?
A little behind.
I need to go fishing. I know, and that's actually been on my mind. I told myself I was going to go a week or two ago, and it just did not happen. Now with the bad weather this week, and the pool's I've got to get the pool going. That's like critical because in this Florida heat, it'll turn green here in a couple more days. So I've got to get the filter going and get the water moving and all that stuff. Don't think I'll be fishing this week, but maybe if I can get the pool going this week, I can take a break next week. I mean, the deck does not have to happen. We got a ladder, we can climb in and use it.
Oh yeah, we
I
can
got to
get
get
in there.
yeah, I got to get the safety fence and that kind of stuff up, and then get all that out of the way, and then we can move on to the deck. I'll take a day and go fishing. I need to. I want to, assuming we don't get any tropical systems.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
now that the weathermen are talking about that, and I seen an alert just popped up off of Florida out there today, and they keep talking on long range forecast, something potentially in the Gulf. 'Tis the season. I sure don't like hearing about that. That'll put me in a whole new tailspin and make me go crazy. Oh yeah, I've got to mow this week too, and
Yeah.
eventually I got to bush hog this property that's getting so thick. You know, another week where I can't get everything done that I want to get done. It's just the way it goes. Let's see. I see another question about the spray liner in the dump bed to protect it.
Yeah, there's
My
been a couple questions
yeah,
about
my
that.
big concern of that is I have noticed anytime there's rust or any humps in a tray, anything that could potentially barely grab dirt, the dirt does not want to slide out well at all. And I'm just really worried about textured bed liner. Yeah, to protect the trailer, I just really don't think it's going to let the dirt slide out well or the compost. Yeah, I can eventually get it out, rock the trailer and all that good stuff, but I want to make for sure it slides out well. Now, the other thing you have to keep in mind too, you don't just go in there and bedline it right now. I would literally have to sand down every bit of that powder coat, which would be a chore, a nightmare of a job. You got to rough it up in order to get the bed liner to stick. And I'm sure enough not going to pay nobody to do that because that would be outrageous. What I'll probably do, beat the bed up, go haul a bunch of rock, let it get scraped and rough looking, start rusting a little. That'll drive me crazy. Then I'll probably go in there and sand it and do something like a bed liner. But I'm going to have to see some people that really convince me that my dirt's not going to stick. That's the whole point of having a slick bottom on that. And that's actually one of the first questions you asked me the day I brought it home. You looked out there and it looks so pretty and shiny. She was like, "Can you do bed liner or something?" I was like, I just really don't think dirt would come out good if I do that, but who knows? Dang, Mr. Gray said he spent the last week in the hospital himself. Why
Oh
is
my
everybody getting
gosh.
sick? Man, I'm sorry to hear that, Mr. Gray.
Hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I certainly hope so. I don't know what the heck is going on. There's a lot of people we know that's been
Yeah.
just having all kinds of stuff going on here. Oh, okay. I'm gonna grab another random comment or two. I see Miss Lee, everybody talking to her about her husband. Yep, y'all definitely keep him in your thoughts and prayers. So Chris says, if I finish one project, then maybe you can take 2 days off. Now I'll let myself do that. I just want a half a morning off for fishing, something like that. I don't think I would ever let myself take 2 days off. I'd go stir crazy.
We take days off here and there, but yeah.
Yeah, we might have the occasional. I got real lazy on a Sunday, but we still work most Sundays. It's very rare that we have those lazy days, but sometimes you get so burnt out and exhausted for the week, you kind of you ain't got no choice but just relax for a day. Uh, so Miss Sheila said she would let her know if Tiffany would name a chick for her. Darling or Acorn would make my
Absolutely.
old heart super
Yes,
happy.
Miss Sheila, we will absolutely name a chicken after you.
And I told her that jogged my memory. I said, "You ask Tiffany because I don't even
Oh yeah.
I don't
Oh
even
no.
remember the names of the chickens that we have."
I actually haven't even really named any of them yet, the new ones yet.
No, you haven't.
No.
We'll have to see their personalities, but I guarantee you, 2 or 3 of them is going to be named Supper, because just the way it goes, you're going to wind up with several roosters, and we're not going to have a
Right.
bunch of roosters that really doesn't
So
provide back.
yes, we will definitely name them for you. Yes.
I guess we better not name
That
a
helps
rooster.
me out. That way I have to think of names.
Yeah, I seriously don't remember the names of the ones that we have now. And I was raised you don't name your food, because that makes them pets. But that's okay for hens because they kind of are pets. We're not planning on making those meat birds. We're just going to
Right.
get the eggs out of them. But I just call them chickens. You can call them all. I can't
Yeah,
keep
Andrew
up.
has a hard time keeping up with
I,
who's who.
I can't keep up with all those names. All right, so it sounds like one of them is going to be Darlin, or whatever name you pick.
Yeah, we'll take both names.
Let's see what else. So how's my John Deere been doing? Getting some seat time? Yes, I've been digging up a storm with that. So I moved quite a bit of dirt last week. I moved probably an hour or so worth of dirt today with it. I've been moving, stuff around the property like dump trailer. Now it's about to go into mowing season with it, and I'll be running it probably. Oh man, I'll be mowing 6+ hours a week just on the tractor alone, and then it literally gets crunk up and used almost every single day. There's always something to do, whether it's a long project or a short one. Zero issues, still running great. Very happy with the tractor. No problems at all. So Auburn says seems like a quiet night. Only 133 on. Well, we got 185 now, but yeah, it's a pretty
Yeah, it's
quiet
kind of
night.
been staying there. Yeah.
Yeah, one of our busier nights is that. Well, not twice as, but we can get up into the 300 sometimes. So that's just the way it goes. And then I guess I keep forgetting we got a holiday next weekend, don't we?
We do.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
We
eyeball
do.
that one. I don't know if everybody's got a bunch of plans for the
Yeah.
holiday, or if there'll be people on or not.
We might skip.
Well, we'll go through that. We'll see what everybody's got going on. Oh, here's the yellow flies. So relaxing times of math says 3 of 3 questions. Uh-oh, I missed your second question. I don't remember 2 of 3. And he says, Tiffany, oh, my wife wants to know, why are you so quiet for the most of the videos and don't talk? She gets asked
Well,
this
how
quite
can
often.
I talk over him?
Because I don't shut up,
I
Mav.
really have a hard time talking. Yes. No, I'm pretty quiet for the most part. So just put me to work. That's all.
So hopefully she doesn't mind me saying this, but Tiffany is the type, like a lot of people, that's terrified of public speaking, doesn't like getting up in front of a
Yeah,
group
I
of
don't really
people and
care about
talking.
public speaking too much.
Doesn't like it at all. So this has actually been a big change for her,
It
getting out
has.
and even talking to you as much as she does. Because a lot of people just get nervous in front of a camera. Me,
Mhm.
I'll talk to a wall. I just yak and talk. It kind of runs in my family. So she's actually doing really good to sit here and talk and show up on some videos from time to time. She's had to get out of her comfort zone, so to speak,
Yeah.
because I mean that's very, very common. Most people just don't like public speaking at all, or don't like talking to a camera. She's just one of those people, and I'm just the guy that won't shut up and give her a second to
I'm
talk.
just not really a big talker, anyways.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
See, opposites attract. That's why we attract each other. I won't shut up, and she doesn't talk much. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, and he says, "What are your plans for food videos?" Yeah, everybody always asks her that too.
Yeah, maybe in the future, if I can get some more time off at home, I'll be able to do some stuff like that, and we'll just see where it goes.
As the channel keeps
Yeah.
growing, y'all, and it becomes more profitable. I mean, that's just the way it works. It's a business. We do plan on getting her home more. She actually dropped one of her PRN or part-time jobs recently, but
Mhm.
in just the way the world works, she dropped it to get a little more free time. We're trying to get her an extra day a week off. And
Yeah.
then her other jobs start just booming. And
Right.
then they're like, "Hey, can you pick up an extra caseload?" And she's like, "I guess so." She's going to try to have me a day a week off, but
Yeah.
that's just the way it works. So I don't know. We're working toward it.
Maybe one day.
Yeah, y'all keep letting this channel grow, and we'll get her home full time. But We're going to have to be a lot bigger than that silver play button, it looks like. So, David, thank you so very much for a generous donation there. Says,
Yes,
thanks for
thank
all you
you.
do. Best channel on YouTube.
Oh,
I don't
that's
know
so
about that, but
nice.
thank you so
Oh,
much.
that's
We
cool.
sure do appreciate you. We absolutely do. So, thank you. Oh wow, I just shot all the way down to the bottom. There was another question I was about to read. I hate that YouTube does that. It just shoots me to the bottom of all the comments. Hush your mouth about tropical systems. Yeah, I know.
Put some ice in the Gulf
You put
waters.
some ice in the Gulf. Yeah, man, we had a really early hot spring, so I am kind of worried about that. Really am. So Kurt says, good evening from South Louisiana. What's Tiffany cooking? I'll let you explain it quickly again one more time.
Taco burgers. They're going to be a little bit different, kind of like smash burgers. And we're going to do Fiesta garden vegetables.
Yeah. Of course, the sun
know.
is going to pop out now, and I didn't
Just
put
don't
the
look that
blind.
way.
Well, I didn't put the blind down. So, any luck on the pool table? I did not look at all
He
this
has not
week,
had time
and I'm
to even
probably
think
not
about
going to
it.
look again this week. That big pool table right there is getting all my time and attention. So, here's what's going to happen. I had to do the traveling last week for the dump trailer. We were putting the pool up. I had people here. I've got severe weather this week, which is not going to allow me to go get a pool table. The pool's got to get done because I'm scared the water is going to turn rancid on me that I've got supporting the walls right now. So I can already tell you, there's just no possible way I could even get one this week. And here's the way the world works. If I go shopping for a pool table tonight, I'll find the most killer deal on the planet, and I'll need to go get it tomorrow. And it'll be 90% chance of rain, and I can't do it. That is exactly how it works. So I know it's best to just not even look this week. I'll start back looking next week. But yeah, we're still planning on getting one. That way, again, you can't complete a bachelor or bachelorette pad without a pool table. You know, we got to get one of those. Yeah, Miss Lee says, yep, Andrew can't be quiet long enough to let Tiffany get a word in. That's exactly right. Any update on the new Amazon bear rug? Yeah, here's your update. Not getting one. Oh, goodness. So Mick says you could use a cheap sandblaster to rough up the powder coat. It's not a bad idea because I have been really, really thinking about a sandblaster. They are cheap. I don't know why I've never owned one. And with all the fire pit and tank work and rusty metal and welding that I always do, I think a sandblaster would be a really good idea. That's something I do need to look in. So, Mr. Mike, there's the member notice, and it's all in caps. Don't spray your trailer. Everything sticks to it. I'm afraid you might be right, Mr. Mike. But I have heard a few people give some feedback that they didn't think that was the case. But you gotta. It can't dump as good with bed liner versus slick powder coat. Just no way. Can it still dump well with powder or bed liner? Possibly so. But I'm probably gonna have to beat mine up. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh, okay. That's somebody else's conversation. I was like, wait a minute. Ah, now I see what's going on. And Adam, with his member mark there, said, could you call one Bubba for me? Oh, must be a chicken. I'm like, call who?
Sure.
I got bad news for you. Bubba's probably going to be a rooster.
We'll have to figure out who's a rooster.
Well, here's the problem. None of the roosters are going to make it. So we can name one Bubba for a little bit.
True. That's true.
Unless we decide to not keep our current rooster, but being he's actually fertilizing the eggs.
Have one rooster.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they'll be in there fighting all day long and cause a problem. So yeah, we can name one Bubba for just a little while. And then there's Cash. So do want to say a quick thank you. I see it keeps popping the members things up. Thank you for everybody. There's been a lot of people that's rejoined on the memberships, supporting the channel. It's just extra support there. And I do little behind the scenes videos and looks like that. But I know people are honestly joining just to support us. So again, we can't thank y'all enough. The channel's growing. Y'all are supporting us in so many ways. It just means the world to us. It really does. Did I miss Miss Lee's? I did miss Miss Lee's.
No, it's a little.
Or am I way further down? Okay.
But it probably jumped down already. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I hate just thing. It jumps all over the place. Every time I'm about to read a comment, it jumps on me. So Cash says it's not letting me donate. It kicked my donation back and canceled it. Now it won't let me gift memberships. Cash, I had that same problem this week. So I was trying to, it kicked me out of Daniel Arms from Arms Family Homestead. I'm in his membership. And all of a sudden this week, YouTube just said, hey, your bank card didn't let us rejoin your membership. You're not going. I clicked on it. It let me rejoin instantly. I don't know what the heck's going on. So I've actually had a couple of issues this week with YouTube trying to take my money. Actually, they wouldn't take my money, and I was trying to give it to them. So I don't know what the heck's going on. That does happen from time to time. So Tiffany answered question number 2, says, Mav. All right, I thought I missed it because I have missed a bunch of comments. So when you upgrading the solar system with another inverter, more batteries, and how soon do you power the house with it? So the inverter and batteries already on the wall. I had some questions because I've never done split phase before, a long list of questions. I emailed the company. They've responded that back. So chances are there's going to be so much bad weather tomorrow and the next day, I'm going to get trapped in that room and I'm going to go finish up the wiring, finish that video up. But I did want to actually run the solar and test the stuff before releasing the video. But long story short, the equipment's already in there. I had a lot of programming questions and so a little bit of wiring to finish up. So we're there. House, I'm not planning on powering up anytime soon, although I'm going to trench a wire before long between the shop and house so I can flip one breaker and tie them together in an emergency situation. But what is about to happen is the shop's about to go completely offline with this setup. But I'm going to leave a breaker to where I can flip right back to grid and charge my batteries. So I'm going to kind of do a unique setup just because of my situation. But we'll get that video out very, very soon. So next week's live stream is going to be live. Andrew, Tiffany having a pool party.
For all of you.
We might do a live from the pool one day, but probably going to be after we have the deck out there and we can set everything up.
Do that.
I can't go out there and put this on the dirt right now and make that look very well.
Do that.
So let me go down and catch Miss Lee. You're always so kind of generous. Golly.
Yes, thank you.
Pool deck supplies. Can't thank you enough for that because we're going to have quite a bit of stuff going out there. We've got to get some lounge chairs and all kinds of other stuff. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Go to good use. Absolutely will. What else we got going on? So with cheese. Is tonight's meal going to have cheese? Of course it is. Cheese, Taco burger. Yeah. Hammerman's asking Chris's question. So, Cash, you said you couldn't do it, and all of a sudden, bam, Cash just gifted 10 memberships. He did. Thank you so much, Cash. You don't have to do that, but thank you so very much. And for anybody that just got gifted membership, hopefully you wanted it because you got it. Like I said, we'll just do what we typically do on that is some behind the scenes look. I'll snap some pictures this week and photos, show sometimes some stuff we're working on that I haven't told anybody about. So thank you, Cash. That was so very generous, and welcome all new members. Yeah, I'm so far behind. So far behind. Need to get let's see here. Lou says loving the pool in the background. I'm gonna love it when there's not dirt everywhere and there's landscaping and a deck. Right now, it just looks like a construction zone because it is. But it's so nice to actually see the pool up because we've been trying to make that happen for quite a while. So should I start getting everything ready? Oh yeah, we already absolutely, because typically I have noticed what has happened the last several live streams. I'm going ahead and warning y'all. You for some reason about 45 minutes in, my internet just drops or that VPN kicks in that I have the issue. So I'm expecting that to happen here in a second. So I'm going to move the camera, which is always questionable. You can wait. May kick out. All right. Well, I am going to put this down because now it's just blinding the camera. Let me put the shade down because, well, the sun is kicking, y'all. All right. That should make things look a little better. Man, I love those roll-up shades over there. Okay, let's see what else we got going on here. Relaxed Times with Mab says 4 of 3 questions. I don't think that's the way it works, buddy. 4 of 3. He says the last one was for my wife. My question's about the deck. Do you have to get permits, licenses to build on your property and all? Yeah, and we're going to discuss a lot of that in the upcoming video. So it's different everywhere. I'm going to be very cautious talking about all that with the pool and the deck because everywhere you're located at, state, local, house insurances, all this other stuff people don't think about, what I tell you probably is not going to be correct for your area. This stuff varies wildly. So the main rule is, but again, you got to check your local area. For the deck, for example, as long as it's not, I forget the height, as long as it's not extremely high, ours will not be. And the most important rule is as long as you do not tie the deck to your home or structure, typically you're not required to get a permit. It may vary for your area. So I know 100% that's the main rule that you get asked at the building department. Are you tying the deck to the house? Because that changes everything. That changes the structure and the engineering, all kinds of stuff. So my deck is actually going to float just above the concrete right here. When you step up to it, it's going to be low to the ground going out there to not be above that certain height requirement. And we're going to be good to go right there. Your situation may vary because your local codes are completely different. And then we're also going to talk about the homeowner insurance side of stuff. And what I recently found out this week that kind of shocked me, if you have farm insurance or property insurance, not homeowners, but stuff covering your outbuildings and structures, what the heck happened?
The fan fell.
Oh, Ruger knocked the fan over. They have their own set of rules for things up and around your house, even if your homeowners covers it. I was like, are you serious? So everybody's got their own rules. I've been talking to my insurance agent about that this week as well. So we will discuss that in a lot of the upcoming videos. What else we got going? So Brad says, do I have anything between my pool sides and the dirt, or is the pool sides just touching? Are you worried about rust down the road? No, I do not. Those are coated walls, coated uprights. My friend has this same identical pool. I'm talking everything to a T, and theirs has been, excuse me, partially buried for 5 years now. Zero issues, looks beautiful. But that's why you need to pay attention when you buy a pool. Some are actually rated to be partially buried. I think it's usually up to 24 inches is what most of them do, and we're beneath that. Some will not cover that at all. That's for you to figure out whenever you order one. But a lot of them now, if you buy nicer ones with full metal walls and full coated uprights, they'll actually allow you to partially bury. Is that going to potentially cause more problems than being above the ground? Absolutely. It's just the nature of the beast there. But the reason we wanted partially buried is, well, the way the deck's going to go out here, I want it to be just beneath the pool cap. I did, if we had to put this pool another 20 inches up out here, it would have looked crazy. I'd had to do a deck out there and then do multiple steps over to the pool. Plus, it's blocking our view from sitting down in the living room. So we knew we wanted to keep it as close to flush with the concrete patio as we could. But I had to do a lot of extra measuring in to get that specific height right there, because the deck's actually going to go up a little and go out there. But we'll discuss all that in the upcoming video. There was one other one I see here. Whoa, somebody's shooting. She might have found a snake. Got somebody shooting behind us. Welcome to the country, y'all. All right, so Michael, thank you so very much. Says diving board fun. Well, I don't know if we're going to dive out in that pool right there, but we'll add that to the deck right there. My pool actually has a bunch of stickers that says no diving because, well, we've got above ground pool money. We ain't got in ground pool money, if you know what I mean. But thank you so much, Michael. Truly do appreciate that. And I see we got a little note. That's the first ever chat from you right there, a super chat on the live stream. So again, thank you so very much. We truly do appreciate you. And then right down beneath him is Adam. Thank you very much for donation. And no words. That's the first ever from Adam. I figured you'd have something to say about that. Thank you so much, Adam. Always so kind and generous. What else we got going on here? So Larry asked some questions with donations. I know the Kelleys get most of the money. That is the beautiful thing about that versus ad revenue. Of course, YouTube takes their cut for processing everything. And the membership gifts, do they get that money? No, the majority of the membership gifts goes to the creator as well, because they're really not having to do a whole lot other than, well, they got stuff to host behind the scenes, IT stuff to host, and then they got to process the payment. But the majority of what they take money from a creator for on YouTube is ad revenue, and it makes sense. So I make the content, which is a lot of time, energy, and effort, and then they put the ads on my video, and it's split close to 50-50. But you got to keep in mind, they're the ones contacting all the companies in the background. They're the ones hosting these huge servers and all the internet related stuff that I can go put all my equipment on. It's very expensive. They're paying all their payroll, and they're doing all the legalities as well, making sure they're treating their customers that's buying ad revenue, these big companies, correctly. They're building all these algorithms to make sure the ads are going to the right demographic and right channels. There's a lot to it. But yeah, ad revenues what we get the most taken out of, what we get the least taken out of is donations and membership. So it works out very well. So thank you for asking that, Larry. Let's see what else we got going on here.
All right, you can get it turned around.
All right,
now.
y'all. Well, we're 44 minutes in, so I'm expecting the cutoff to happen in a second, and I'm about to touch the camera and wires so we can watch Tiffany cook, which means good night, y'all. It was nice knowing you. I'm probably about to kill the live stream like I
And if
always
it does go out, we will
We'll restart it. Whoa. Oh, popped on me. Oh, this might work. All right. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, y'all. I'm going to keep reading your questions, and we're going to let Tiffany do a little cooking. This isn't a cooking show, so that's not why we're zoomed in up
just
close.
Cooking our dinner.
Yep, just cooking our dinner and hanging out with you, but she will tell you what she's doing, and y'all should be able to see that halfway okay. Let's see what else we got here. Pink armadillos. What on what earth are y'all talking about? And Sheila says she's got to go. Thank you, Miss Sheila. Hopefully you're feeling better, doing well. Thank you for chatting with us. And let's see here, another comment. Hope you don't have problems with snakes wanting to swim. That is a very, very common problem down here in Florida. You always hear about people finding snakes in the skimmers and in the pool. I expect that's for sure going to happen, but I guess it'll make some good content now, won't it? All right, there was another question I've seen here. Oh, by the way, this showed up this week. Who sent me a nose hair trimmer?
Probably Mr. Donald.
It sounds like a Mr. Donald gift. We were talking about the older I get, I have hair growing in places that I don't want it. And she's always making fun of me because, well, boogers and everything else. Older guys get it. I got hair coming out of my ears and nose. So somebody must have heard that. And somebody sent me a nose hair trimmer.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, I know it was hilarious. And there was nothing in the package saying who it was from. So somebody fess up to this. I want to know who the heck that was. Hey. Goodness. My guess was Mr. Donald, but who knows? Somebody's going to fess up and tell us. So Cash says that was probably a snake. Pow, pow. I just about guarantee you that single shot behind us probably was for a snake. We have some people over there watching their livestock.
Or a diller.
Yeah, it could have been one of them old armadillos. By the way, we got a few more this past week. Are we going to have stairs from the patio deck or a ramp or a walkway? So it's going to be an actual deck that comes off of here flat. You just do one step up and it'll go straight out to the pool. And there might be one additional little lip or step up, and we're going to have a pool ladder that goes straight into the pool with nice fiberglass steps. So really there's going to be minimal stepping. There's not going to be no steps or craziness, and we're not going to have any entrance coming down from that deck as well. It's all going to be a main entrance up here. Let's see what else we got here. Everybody's talking about that 44, 45-minute mark. We're 47 minutes in, and the live stream hasn't cut out. But now that I'm talking about it, it's going to do it right.
All right, so we're getting ready to throw these taco burgers on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I hope they do not fall apart on me, because our venison burger, we don't add very much fat to it, if no fat at all. So I hope these things stay together.
Well, the good news is if they don't, it's just like ground taco burger, and I'll put it right on that.
I know, but I need it to stay on.
Oh, well, I'll eat it anyways. That looks interesting.
Oh, yeah. So in my taco burger, I have added beans, onions, Rotel tomatoes, corn, Fiesta corn at that, and taco seasoning, like a whole pack of taco seasoning.
Well, it's a taco burger. Wow, you got several.
Yeah. There we go.
Let's see what else got here. So, yes, I can barbecue says a 4-foot snake came out of his gas grill this week. He says he hasn't used it in a while. I bet you had to change your britches after that one, didn't you? I would. Or I would have shot holes all through my grill. Oh, goodness. So, Arnie says put salt solution in the water and generate chlorine with a chlorine generator. I've got something pretty unique I'm going to do. Again, our friend has had the same pool installed for 5 years now, and it's crystal clear and beautiful every time we go over there. She uses a copper ionizer. I've done bought it. I'm going to put it in line, but it's an electronic copper ionizer that supposedly I forget exactly how it works, but it causes the material and particulate in there to play it out because it puts an electrical charge on there. Plus, not to mention what copper is. What's the word? It's just kind of like silver. What's the word I'm thinking of? Nothing likes it, so to speak. Not sanitary. I can't think of the word. I'm trying to think right there. I know my mind's drawing a blank, but it's a pretty cool process. I'm going to show y'all. That's going to be in a video coming up later this week if the rain ever gets by and I can put it in. But she sold me on it. She doesn't do chlorine. She doesn't shock or pull. She doesn't do nothing. She literally runs that copper ionizer, several hours a day, more in the summer, and the pull's perfect. The only thing she'll do is a little float with a couple chlorine tablets every now and then because we get really bad water bugs and other things down here, and that chlorine does kind of deter them or knocks them back, so to speak, to keep them from constantly being in there and surviving, if you know what I mean. But it's a really neat process. What else I missed here? So Larry says that nose hair trimmer was talked about several weeks ago. I do remember talking about it. I
So
don't
nobody's fessing up then.
Nobody's fessing up on who sent it. So we'll see. So Mike says, not him. I sent the barbecue sauce.
Yes, and we thank you for that. We always need barbecue sauce.
I see people saying Adam did it, but did Adam really fess up to it?
Get out of here, Burger.
Mr. Donald said, nope, it wasn't him.
Ah.
I figured he
I know Andrew's like, did you buy this? I'm like, no, I didn't.
Yeah, I know. I was offended. Like, did you buy that? Because I had nose hair sticking out on the
I
live
thought
stream.
about it, but
I'm just scared it's going to rip my nose hair out. I used one a long time ago, and it didn't cut hair. It ripped it out, and your eye would close, and you'd have water pouring out everywhere, and it stung so bad. The things make me nervous. So Mike says, been following your channel for the past couple months. Thank you so much for all the videos. His next move's buy land and golf grid. Can't trust anyone these days. Well, hopefully where you buy land, you can trust some people because community is what you really need, especially whenever you start getting out in the country like this. People often forget about community. Yes, the world's getting crazy. There's no doubt about that. Yes, I trust a lot less people than I used to, but there's still some good people out there. Case in point, all these wonderful people right now on this live stream. We have some awesome people right here.
We do. Our family.
Yep. Our YouTube family. And Adam, thank you for another donation. Said Cass said you need pink flamingos. Well, if we had a beach house, maybe a bear rug would probably fit this house more than beach flamingos. And I'm not asking for a bear rug. I'm not asking for it. All right, let me turn this camera up. It is getting so dark. I don't think they can see anything. Brought that on up a little more. Catch a couple more comments while Tiffany's cooking. And let's see here. Man, I've done missed quite a few here. No, Malin Bees, it's not dissimilar metal. It's
y'all get out of here. Go.
What does silver do to germs and bacteria and things like that? Suppose that's what copper does as well.
Gosh. I know what you're meaning to say.
Because they'll put silver in certain types of hand towels and all because germs don't survive on it. It's a word.
Antimicrobial? No.
Yeah, I guess it is antimicrobial.
Yeah.
Something like that. We'll just say that. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
So copper, silver, things are supposed like that as well. But I think what's happened in that process is actually causing the material to play it out. So I'll read the manual so I can sound a little more sophisticated when I talk about it. Because right now I'm sounding dumb. All I know is it works. My friend has proven to me it works. That's all I need to see. All right, so Miss Lee says, bump up contrast on the camera. I think I did that after your comment right there. Mr. Gray, my goodness, sir. What an extremely generous donation. You did not have to do that. I'm sure you've got medical bills and everything else this week.
Thank you, Mr. Gray.
Always so kind and generous. Fence fund. Probably the most, probably the most important fund we've got rolling right now because That's going to cost more than the dump trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, goodness gracious. Then we're going to need a cow fund behind that, aren't we? Thank you so much, sir. That's
Thank you
definitely
very
on the
much.
list to do later this year. Probably fall once it cools off. I don't want to be fencing in 100 degrees. Plus, we're going to have to rebound from the dump trailer and the pool and the deck and the landscaping and everything else, if you know what I mean. But we're so looking forward to fencing in our pasture and getting us some animals out there to watch. But so kind, so generous. Thank you. All right, nobody's fessing up to the nose hair trimmer. Come on. Yeah, antibacterial, says Mr. Gray. Antimicrobial, I think is what I was thinking, but bacterial, that's correct. Holy smokes. Wasp just fell off that nest up there that I got to spray.
Awesome.
Right on my keyboard. I don't want to get stung. So, all right. So, Mr. Arnie, looks like you might have pulled this off the internet for me, or either you're highly intelligent. It says copper ionizers assist in controlling bacteria and algae in pools and by augmenting the bactericidal, that's a word, and the algicidal activity of primary disinfectants. But they do not break down sweats, lotions, and makeup. Hopefully, my gigantic sand filter that I bought will help pull some of that stuff out. So we shall see. All right, well, there's a much more sophisticated response. And the sun just set, so I got to bump the camera up yet again.
All right, so this is our squash and zucchini from the garden, and we actually planted the round zucchini.
Yep.
Is that what they're called?
I'm trying round zucchini this year.
Yep.
Those were in my survival garden seeds that I got from the company, and I thought I'd try them. And I mean, they're unique, they're different. They grow the size of a small melon, but they taste like zucchini. All right. So Kathy says she wants us to get goats. We want to get goats too. That's definitely on our list. We could fence in a whole lot quicker for goats than we could cows because they don't need nowhere near the space. Yeah, Miss Lee says fences, cows, horse funds. Okay, yeah, I know. We got a big wish. We got a big wish list, don't we? You ever realize how much money it costs just to kind of live a simple life and homestead and grow your own food and everything else? It kind of costs a lot of money and it's a lot of work, but it's so rewarding, y'all. It is. Everybody's got their own hobbies and interests. We need to plant UFO squash patties. I don't know if that's a real term, but I think I know what you're talking about. Is that the little ones that kind of have the little ridges around it? Looks like a smashed tiny pumpkin. If so, our neighbors grew those a couple years ago and gave me a few. Actually, I need to go down there and give our neighbors some round zucchini. So the person that gave me those, I think, was interested in these round zucchini. Oh, okay. Rodney says it's the positively charged silver ions that possess the antimicrobial effect and silver target microorganisms. All right. See, we're all learning tonight. Uh-oh, somebody got bit.
Yep, bullet bit Ruger.
Well, that's because Ruger's messing with Bullet like he always does. Yeah, we have some technical people on here, says Tim. I agree. Much smarter than me or much quicker to Google search than me. Let's see what else we got going on here. So, let's see here. Howdy from Texas. You are my favorite YouTube channel. Well, thank you very much. We've heard that twice tonight.
Nice.
We feel so special being somebody's favorite. So, appreciate you supporting us and watching the content. All right, y'all. I see a lot of chat back and forth, but no questions. Y'all got something else you want to ask us while she's doing some cooking? Let me go back up and look through a few more here. Ah, Rodney, that's actually an excellent idea. Put a big rubber mat in the dump trailer. That'll let you keep your slick surface when you're dumping, and then, you know, the mat for protecting.
Ooh, I wonder how much that thing would cost.
Probably a pretty penny.
It's a big mat.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Cash was already telling me, and it's a great idea. And I've already been thinking about myself whenever I go to get rock or something. I'm always tempted to put sheets of plywood down in there so I don't beat my trailer all up. But the thing of it is, you got to pour it out, and the plywood will get all in the way. That'd probably happen with that rubber mat too. So I'm just gonna have to suck it up. I bought it to use, and I'm gonna have to beat it up and just get over it.
All right, this is what I'm adding to the vegetables here.
Tahini.
Yes.
That's actually some good stuff. Some viewers turn
And some
us
cow
on to that.
camp.
Oh yeah,
You gotta have garlic on everything.
We were about to hear that if we didn't put that on there. Let's see what else we got.
About to burn my tortillas here.
So Ben says, did I get
man.
other inverters and battery in? Yes, I did. I talked about that a little bit earlier. I was waiting for a response from the company on some programming that I wasn't 100% sure on. And last thing I want to do is, well, burn up my new equipment. So I'll be finishing that up this week and releasing a video. But I've already got the stuff hung on the wall and mostly wired in. So did I dry pour the pad for the pool pump? I did not. I went ahead and wet mixed it because I wanted it to dry as soon as possible. And it looks like the dry pour, you kind of got to sit there and wet and wet and wet and wait a little longer. Whereas wet pour, if the sun had stayed out like it was today, I would have went ahead and put equipment on it tomorrow. But it rained on my pad right after I poured it. Well, within a couple hours. I don't see it being damaged. I think it had finally hardened up enough the rain didn't leave dimples in it everywhere. I guess it really doesn't matter for that type of equipment. So am I seeing any poults? No, I have not seen any yet, believe it or not. I thought I should have by now. I'm sure they'll be running around the yard here before long. And I see a few more people jumped on asking about the chickens. They're doing really well. I need to get y'all another quick video out, but excuse me, let me clear my throat. They are doing really well, putting on feathers and mixed colors, jumping around everywhere. They're so happy, so healthy, and they're little, we call them little crackheads. When we go out there every morning and go to give them mealworms, they just go nuts, chirping and jumping and just eating out in front of the mama. They are going crazy for those mealworms. They're so cute to watch. Oh, yeah, I knew this question was coming up. Did I ever get rid of the tree that fell near the wood yard? Well, I got the tops and all cut out of it, and I stopped. I've gotten so busy.
Now
Every
it's
time
gonna be too hot.
Yeah, I know it's about to be way too hot, but I got to split that firewood, or we're not going to have any for next year.
I know.
Oh, y'all, the list goes on and on. Every time we drive the Ranger down there, I look at the cut firewood I already have that's not split, and I tell her, y'all, I just got to get to work. I got to find some time to get that tree out and split, a couple cords of wood at least to get us going next fall. So, Larry, it's on the to-do list like everything else. I don't know what to do anymore. I got to get Tiffany home so she can help me work more. So have I ever thought about getting a ham radio to go with your readiness? I have. I started looking into it just a little while back, but again, it's that time studying for the test and then looking at the equipment. Eventually, yeah, I probably will wind up getting my radio license. Chris wants to know when I'm going to cook on the live stream. Well, like we talked about earlier, I do all the talking. She does the cooking. If I did all the cooking, then
Wasn't much talking.
There wasn't really, yeah, exactly. I wasn't going to cut you down and say she's not going to talk, but there just wouldn't be much talking. And some of y'all may appreciate that because don't shut up.
All right, I'm gonna dress these hamburgers and then I'll show y'all. Get out of here. Get. The dogs are in here tonight. They're like, this smells good.
Yeah, it does smell good. So Miss Pam says that squash that I was talking about is called patty pan squash. Looks like a flying saucer. Yep, that's the one that I definitely got last year. Mav, that's 5 out of 3 questions. I thought you were going to do 3 out of 3. It says, why did I put the pool on the side of the house instead of the back? Not blocking the view you already have. Because it's a good natural flow right off this entertainment space that we built right here. And we already have plans for this area over here that we haven't told y'all about. That's coming a little later. And trust me, when it's all done, the flow is going to make sense. You're going to have a deck right here. The music, the TV's already up here that you're going to want to look at from the, well, maybe that won't get too hot. Now I can hear the fans cut off. Let's talk a little quieter, y'all. Quit yelling at you. So it's just that natural flow of everything. TV's up here, music's up here. You want to be cooking and talking to your guests that might be doing a little swimming. It just makes more sense. It really does than sticking it over there. And like I said, we already got plans with that side as well. All right, Adam's got to jump off. We'll catch you a little later.
See ya.
And Kathy wants to know about the chicken tractor plans. Yeah, I'm kicking around an idea. It's not going to get built in the next couple weeks, but I am kicking around the idea. We'll see. What else we got here? So, am I a bourbon drinker? And if so, what's your favorite? That comes up occasionally as well. Cheaper stuff like Maker's Mark. That's probably my favorite bourbon right there. And I do enjoy an occasional scotch. Although, to be honest with you, I no longer spend money on scotch. I've become a little too cheap for that. And Cash says, do I need to come over and show you how to cut up firewood? Yes, buddy. I would love to have the help. Come on over. We'll load the dump trailer up and go dump it somewhere. Oh. Rodney says Home Depot has a 7.5 by 14-foot rubber mat for $169. That is actually an excellent price. I wonder how thick it is, though.
Spilling stuff.
Oh, well, don't worry about that. We'll get it. That's actually a really good deal for that big of a mat. All right. So Wayne says, did I do anything special for the grease drain on the Blackstone? I did. I custom built one that's about twice the size of factory. And honestly, I probably only dump it every, I don't know, what would you say, every 3 months maybe?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's that soon. Just depends on what all you do. But she actually fries with the Blackstone, so that puts quite a bit of oil back there. But I did custom build one because the factory just wasn't going to work, and it was too thick for my spacing here. And I did document that build. It's on one of my outdoor kitchen videos. All right, so I think we're, I'll let you show that off. Let me get out so it'll focus.
The creation here. So this is the taco burger, and it's on a tortilla shell. I can't talk.
Tortilla.
Yes. And I bought this stuff right here. Kinder's makes awesome seasonings and sauce. So I wanted to try this on the burger tonight. It's a little spicy, but we'll see how well it does. And then that's our garden vegetables.
So, Miss Redmilla, if you watch this tomorrow, this isn't bad, right? It's venison, lean venison, lots of vegetables. So you should be happy. This is a relatively healthy meal for us. And we've actually started us a little diet here lately. We've been sticking to it quite well. Other than last night, oh my goodness, I destroyed it. I went to a cookout and literally had, I'm not a dessert eater, but I had like 5 different desserts because they were there, for the sampling. I had to try them. All right, y'all. So we're going to eat. We're going to wrap this up. Thank y'all so much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. Truly do appreciate y'all. We're chugging away toward that 100K, and that's because of people just like y'all. It really means the world to us. You're supporting us, everything that y'all do, just watching us, sharing us, all the support that y'all have done tonight. We really could not do this without you.
Yes,
feel absolutely blessed. So thank y'all so much. We'll catch you next week. Good night. God bless. Y'all take care. See y'all. Oh, bug hit me in the face.